The torn and muddy road of the Tangle greets you as you make your way from the inn and back into the rain-soaked morass and forest of the Tangle. The dreaming general sleeps somewhere deep within. Time to show him a true nightmare. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Loki Orn, and we are back with our team of night terrors here. And unfortunately, we have a bit of an awkward choice. So we really need to go to that field hospital and purge off guard and fragile, because those are both just terrible traits. And thankfully, those are the only two that really matter. But the consequence of that is we have to skip this creature den. But we do get to go hospital, oasis, and then up to the lair, which I do think is the path we're going to take. It really sucks to give up on that creature den, but I think the value of just getting rid of both fragile and off guard is enough to make it worthwhile. So yeah, hope everyone's doing well out there. Welcome to new subscribers and returning ones. We've got Roy and Rasmo Radi out here making it happen. Definitely very glad to have them aboard. My apologies if I seem a bit out of sorts. It's been several days since I've gotten to play. It was recently Thanksgiving here in America, so American Thanksgiving, and I was traveling with the wife, went and saw family, which was nice, and that means I took a little break. But, shout outs to RH and Textrix Mania for their respective names. And if you would like to join the Wagoneers Wild Ride, if you have a character that you'd like to be named as, don't hesitate to drop a comment, say which character you want to be, and what the name should be. And we will get you in. There's a list running, and hopefully we'll get everybody. Whoa, what is this? Flame, stress, and HP heal. But that's supplies. Yeah, we're going from Boudica. Mineral-rich spring water is too dang good, particularly in Obsession. We are... and we get an extra one because we maxed out the Oasis. Now, we have a choice here. We could go to the Academic Study in the Hero Shrine, and then we get an assistance encounter. Or we could just do 3 assistance encounters in a row. That doesn't feel worthwhile. I think we're gonna go to the Academic Study. Because I kind of want to try to get Oversprung Pocket Watch again. Oversprung Pocket Watch would be quite good against Obsession, against the Focused Fault. Because I think we could potentially use that to really make getting the guaranteed focus, or get all the tokens onto one character. Unfortunately, that wasn't a very good selection, and it wasn't for the thing we cared about. Unfortunately, I think that was a -4 from Boudica, so that's okay. We'll survive. I gotta get back into the swing of things anyway. I actually had a very fun experience with one of your fellow viewers. He reached out to me asking, we were in the Discord talking about formations, and he suggested that hey, why don't we hop on and do a little duo co-op. Unfortunately, I tried to record it. It would have been kind of interesting to just sit and talk about our philosophies. Unfortunately, I botched the technical proficiency aspect, and we ended up not recording. But we did have a good time, so that was quite fun. And I'm looking forward to doing that again. But anyway, back to the combat here. We've got I don't know what there is to say. We're kind of just doing it. We're in a pretty strong position here, and even relatively painful encounters are not that bad. go. Another easy victory and a relationship point. We take those. And yeah, I'm kind of just ready to face the focused fault again. I think, you know, this party is almost there. I do want to try to get a better trophy. I'm trying to think if the Dreaming Generals trinket, or not trinket, a trophy actually helps us, and I don't think it does. But it's, you know, it would be, I guess, okay, because as long as we don't get ambushed, which I don't think we will, our people just kind of stay in their rows, and that will work. Alright, Boudica getting stressed here. But that's okay. Oh, good. We got a nice kind of easy encounter here. Let's try to get this Widow down. I was hoping for better than that, but such is life. Oof, straight into the stun. Appreciate the leper doing that, actually, because that does protect our Hellions. Oh shoot, we don't have Raucous Revelry in, do we? Well, that's a little awkward. That's okay though. Yeah, unfortunately, Hellions, our Hellion stress is going to be a little bit higher than we normally want it. That being said, at least we get to Reflection, get some of our stress down. Ah, just straight for her, too. Finish it. Looks like we are going to need to slot in Raucous Revelry though, because we need to get. Oh, hold on, Bloody Branch. What does Bloody Branch do? It's been a minute. What do you do? Tell me what you do. Gain on crit, melee skills, strength. When moving, if rank 4, 2 stress. If it bleeds skills, 33% bleed dealt. Okay, well that first part's pretty good. If it bleeds, we're not likely to be using. Well. We could be using that instead of Wicked Hack. But we kind of want her to get... Ooh, yeah, Bloody Branch is kind of a get back to even. Yeah. That's unfortunate. No, we need that. And we need Iron Swan, too, so I think that has to be the play. Yeah. Because unfortunately, yeah, the lair is coming up, and we need to get her stress down. We really could have used a double road battle. Oh. It's kind of rare to be wanting a double road battle, but yeah, that's the situation we're in, isn't it? Like, I need to get her stress down, but I can't do it currently. So this gets me nothing. This gets me positive relationship with 2 characters. That seems very worthwhile. Respectful. Hopefully that results in some stress healing here. Could also be spending laudanum, which, you know, we're at this rate we're gonna have to. We do have 1 spare mineral-rich spring water, so maybe we put that in. Put that in there. Maybe use that. Because this is a lot of stress, and I unfortunately don't have a good way to get rid of it. Alright. So we're not getting a road battle. So the reason we need Iron Swan, because at some point Boudica is going to step into the 2nd rank. But before she does that, we need Roy to have Intimidate, so he can hit the Bloody Root as well. And then let me just think about this. So Paracelsus is always using Plague Grenade, unless she's healing. But she's almost always just using Plague Grenade. Alhazred could always be using Abyssal Artillery, but there's a world where he's using Burning Stars instead. But do we want Chaotic Offering in for that, or do we just want to try to get it with Sacrificial Stab and Weakening Curse? And I think that's what we do. Then we have Iron Swan and Intimidate. Yeah, okay. I think this is the play. Definitely not perfect, but I think it'll be... Well, for the moment, while her stress is so high, we may as well slot in Hierarchy of Sights. Again, it's not a very good trinket. It either does nothing, or it's probably about to get very bad for you. But in this narrow window, we can make it pretty decent. And we will make it pretty decent. Alright. Ah, min-rolled that. That's unfortunate. I suppose there's also a world where we bail out of the Dreaming General. Because we don't need to do that. We don't need to... We don't really need to fight the Dreaming General. Particularly if there's not any good rewards, but it's kind of hard to imagine us backing down. Like, this formation is plenty capable of dealing with the Dreaming General. And given that it's plenty capable of dealing with the Dreaming General, I think we ought to take advantage of that, basically. Alright, well. Let's start getting that squared away. Alright, there we go. They're both at Death's Door. Nice dodge. Don't see the leopard dodging very much, but when he does, he does. Can't be mad about that. No, crit. Well, that would be really useful if the fight was going to last any longer. But sadly or fortunately, depending on how you want to look at it, this fight is over. Well, we're definitely pushing once. We're not gonna run away from nothing here. Okay. Ooh, Ordained Drummer. And something I've been meaning to do, something I probably should have done earlier. I need to recheck something. Okay. Applying crit, copy all positive. So I realized I think I made a big deal last time of, oh man, they're doing 40% increased damage, but I think that might just be table stakes for the, that might just be table stakes for the ordained enemies. I might have misremembered that. And really the benefit is the on-crit steal positive tokens. Which is definitely not, our favorite thing to have happen, but it's less, I think it's less of a problem. We're about to get smacked pretty hard here, but first we can hit him for 11. Oof. That was a lot of damage, jeez. Feels a bit unnecessary. At least the Hellion stress is back under control. That makes this a little bit better. Okay. Oh. I was kind of hoping for the hit there. And that 20-point heal's going the wrong way. Here we go. At least the big guy's going down. But not before it gets annoying about it. Oh, even better. That works very well for us. Oh, even better, the Field Surgeon. Field Surgeon procced too. Yeah, there we go. Alright, things are back in working order here. Because we do that. Then Roy, oh, he can't heal himself. That's unfortunate. Thought he could heal himself. Oh, well, shows how much I know. That's okay. Solemnity, unfortunately, is not available. You know, Roy, we need to talk. We just spent a bunch of effort getting your HP back up to something resembling sane. Kinda don't need you making it worse. Let's get some let's just get some healing in here. There we go. There we go. That's the healing we were looking for. That's what we were looking for. So one of the things we have to be thinking about as we're working on this is, are we going to try to focus all of the tokens onto the Hellion or the Leper? And I think, I don't know, the Hellion's a little bit easier, and she actually gets stronger if she's at death's door or close to it. What are we playing for? Footman's Grog is not bad. Neither is Insulating Insignia. General's Dream. I mean, this isn't very exciting. But, ooh, Noisemaker. Noisemaker might be something to consider. But yeah, I think we push for it. Get the mastery points, get the win. The Dreaming General, and the fact that I'm saying this is probably going to get me killed here. The Dreaming General is definitely the easiest of the lair bosses. He is kind of the least damaging, the least kind of everything, in a sense. Let's put all of our big damage in. Ooh. Got some good initial damage in. So here's a thought. If the Leper was the one getting grabbed, we probably wouldn't necessarily worry about hitting the root as quick, because now we're guaranteed to get a Grasping Dead. Fortunately, it's on the two characters that are kind of the least fragile. No. Don't you start doing that. Now, I do think we spend a laudanum here. Toe to toe. Get set up. Spend our milk-soaked linen and get rid of that. Start doing our chops here. Yeah, like here, if we can get it off the occultist, I do think we... Ah, went the other way. Howling End turn? It is not. So let's go ahead and Iron Swan it. Gonna spend our kind of our spare mineral-rich spring water here. Get her stress down. 'Cause she's about to take a whole bunch of stress. So from that, so yeah, we may as well stabilize a little bit. There it is. There's Roy coming in with the big hit. All right, this turn. Get to Howling End because we can have both Rasmo and Paracelsus do the deed. There we go. We're gonna end up taking a lot more soil stirred than I probably want, but I don't know if we really have a way to avoid that. Ugh. That's not gonna be good. Yeah, it's a lot of stress. So there was a quick consideration there of how I wanted to approach this, and what I decided is that I'm good with the Hellion using Iron Swan this turn. Well, I was going to Iron Swan, but now I don't need to because the Leper is one of our characters that's most likely to be last in the initiative. So we could just clear it off of him. Or we could toe-to-toe for a little extra damage. I will spend another Milk Soaked Linen as good as it is on Roy here. I want to try to pump out a little bit more damage. Okay, so unfortunately Roy does get grabbed, but because of his initiative is so low, he's probably not going to get a turn here. Okay, and we get it off of him immediately, so not a big deal. Stress is a little high in places, but not so much that we notice. Okay, and we got a little healing on the relationship too. We like that. A little stress heal too. Nice. Nice. Very clean. Any Dreaming General where you don't have a meltdown is pretty satisfactory to me. Not the most impressive loot, but also not the worst loot on the planet. So... And Rasmo will like this grog quite a bit, because Charred Litany is not really doing it for me anymore. Neither is Heartseeker, come to think of it. Let's pop both of those out. This is never going to get used. That we're saving. That is also unlikely to get used, but it's probably better than Hierarchy of Sights at this point. Here, we'll do that. Oh, we're full. Let's kind of reload some of our stuff. Oh, wait, we can put that in. Cool. Still got to make more room. Do have room for that. Charred Litany's out. I think Hierarchy of Sights is out as well. We definitely want all of those restorative herbs. We'll ditch playing cards. And we'll ditch that burn salve and call that good. Alright, so we got a cultist battle coming up. Well, actually, we got a road battle first, which is probably better for us. Because we can try to get our stress a little bit more under control. Grr. Oh, nice. It's an easier version of that fight we saw previously. Yeah, I think we just start Noxious Blasting. Thank you, Footman's Grog. Unguard. I'm beginning to wonder if Burning Stars is actually something we want in. It feels weird not to have it, but without Burning Offering, like, we're not really setting up enough with Sacrificial Stab. Now, some of that's on me. I'm not, you know, going out of my way to set it up, but it doesn't feel like we're naturally doing that very well. Nice, okay. Somebody has to start taking these riposts here. It may as well be the Hellion. Ugh. Ugh. Big damage. Fortunately, we do have Adrenaline Rush, which makes that all a little bit better. Ooh, man. Oh, that was rude. Oh, but okay, we get it back. Get it back immediately. That's fine. Do you think we stall for the extra heal here? Well, not really stall, but we take the extra heal opportunity here. Okay. That was a lot of death blow resists. But down he goes. Same as ever. Would we win? Nothing that usable. Man, we were really hoping to see Reverberating Redoubt. That would have been very nice to have on somebody. Probably Roy. Yeah, Roy would be the person. Alright, Cultist battle time. We'll keep Raucous Revelry in. However, Iron Swan will come out for Wicked Hack. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we chose Ravager Hellion, because if we had had the other one, it would have been very exciting to have... it'd been very exciting to have Bloodied Branch, but sadly we're working with a Hellion that's not really interested in her bleed skills. Though I do remember a conversation which was fairly convincing that amounted to, actually, the Hellion's bleed skills are better than Howling End. Definitely better than Howling End now. Where, you know, the longer cooldown makes it less good. Because you want to be dealing like the maximum throughput damage. Nice, we punched through all those dodge plus tokens. We gotta like that. And if it bleeds, just does more damage over longer fights. You know that, and that's kind of the dichotomy. Howling End is very good when you're, you know, when the fight's gonna last less than, or you know, you need to end the fight quickly. But if you have time to tick out 3 rounds of bleed, or something's gonna live long enough to tick out 3 rounds of bleed, then yeah, the okay. You dead? Okay, good. We got one of the cherubs. Alright. And then we're gonna calm him the hell down. Get our Howling End turn in. Make sure both these guys are ticking good and proper. Oh, goody. Oh, nice. Nice punch through. Oh, man, we had a 50-50 there on the cherubs, of it being the one that wasn't about to die. But Need them both gone. There we go. Oh man. The leper continues to just eat damage that I don't... I mean, I guess I don't mind him. I don't mind Roy eating it, but at the same time, I'd kind of prefer if he wasn't constantly eating it. Let's put our damage in. Okay, well, you know. Respectful coming in hot there. And unfortunately, that does mean we need to get the healing while the healing's good on the leper, because this lady's probably dead. Yep. Okay, we got as much as we could out of that. Smoke bomb's not bad. Unfortunately, that's definitely not getting used. Get that in. Don't really have a place for the smoke bomb right now, and I think that probably makes us get rid of it. Don't have a place to put it. Impermeable poultice can get out too. All right, into this hoarder. Definitely looking to spend a bit of cash here. Linseed oil, don't you do it. Get out. Get out of my wagon. So this into the Guardian fight. So let's see what this hoarder's got for sale. Hopefully it's something good. Love if it was reverberating readout though. I don't know if we'll be able to buy it. What do we got? What do we got? Seeing Sphere. And Early Experiment. Early Experiment, if we can find Spore Grenade, which I don't think I have unlocked. Turn end. Hold on. What does Daredevil do? Combat start. So we would just combat start, get an extra... Oh, that's insane on him. That is absolutely nutso on this Ritualist. Yes, please. Give me that. Give me that right now. Do we need any of the rest of this? We wouldn't hate having, like, another armor repair kit, would we? Or stimulating poultice. Yeah. Buy those. Buy speed bag, too. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so Rasmo, my good man. Footman's Grog is coming out, because as good as that is, this is nuts. And I think, is there someone else we could put Footman's on? Yeah, sure. Get rid of Hearts. Heartseeker's not a very good trinket, all things considered. And let's go. Alright. Stress is still high, but this is such a big thing. Because remember, there's a 33% chance... Like, so he starts the combat... He starts the combat with a vulnerable, and he has a 33% chance of getting a vulnerable at the start of every turn. So, we're just going to see a ton of extra unchecked power, which is definitely going to turn on kind of what we're doing. But first, we gotta dunk on some cultists here. Oh, man. We did not win initiative here. Altar of Obsession, forcing out those crits. Seeing Sphere proc once. Well, procced for its first time. Continues. RH, like, okay, RH, we need to talk. Roy, him and Boudica got a thing going on apparently, because they have been thick as thieves this whole time. Roy just has it for he's got it bad for redheads apparently. He has got it bad for a redhead. Because he is about that life right now. Oh man, everyone's got it for Boudica right now. Well, you know. Can't say I disagree. Boudica is pretty great. Let's get our 18-point critical in there. Stress is still being kind of a jerk here, but we're slowly working him down. We are about to see a double worship, I think, though. Is it just going to be worship? Yeah, okay, there's the first one, because these guys are rude. And I think the altar's going to worship, too. Yep, that's unfortunate. And there is no way to prevent that. Do we have anything that can... Not really. Well, get the getting while the getting's good here. Because the... Whoo! Wow, 5 stress straight into the meltdown. That is unfortunate for us. And Pacifist is not a good pickup either. Yeah, that was not what we were looking for in life. Alright. Keep gathering unchecked power, at least. Oh, yeah. I was going to try to do something about, like, the altar or something, but we gotta get rid of a 10-point bleed. That's insane. No, you didn't. And we're about to get double worshipped again, I bet. No, maybe not. Yes. Okay, good. Alright, what are you taking? So you're not taking a whole heck of a lot here. And the fact that this thing keeps getting taunt has been kind of inconvenient for us. We haven't been able to, like, consistently try to bring down the altar here. Fortunately, we hopefully can do it here. Finally. Finally. Oh, really? And it's another taunt token. You've got to be kidding me. Like, we're going to take a second exaltation here. Oh, no. Maybe not. Oh, thank you. Thank the Lord for that. Good Lord. We've been getting kind of shafted in that regard. Alrighty. We will set up for that. We'll punch in some damage. And yeah, this has not gone as well as we would have hoped. And yeah, we are going to get the double worship. But yeah, it's every turn. That 75% chance has been every turn. That's kind of annoying. But there's not a lot we can do about it. It's, yeah. Wow. Straight to death's door. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Whoo! Roy making that check. Good job, Roy. Alright. Please be dead. Thank you. Alright, the pain finally stops here. Man, this was a grueling cultist battle. We just could not catch a break, it felt like. We're just trying to end it at this point. Like, man, we are in a lot of pain here. There is an opportunity. All right, let's go fishing here. No, because we're too likely to get a negative interaction there somewhere. We may as well just end the fight and get out of there. Annotated textbook. That would be pretty good if we were a surgeon PD, which we are not. So, sadness. Yeah. 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 And we need to get rid of something else. There we go. Okay. Well, Boudica managed to get back up to 9. Roy had a meltdown. But Roy did survive a 68% death blow, so Roy made it with not a lot to spare there. Good job, Roy. As we head into the inn here. What do we got? Our whole party is a bunch of pacifists now. What the heck? What the heck? That was bad. Okay. Well, where are we heading? Oh, we can head into the sluice, or we can go into the... Or we can go into the sprawl. Unfortunately, I think we need to go into the sprawl. Yeah, we need to go into sprawl. I'd love to go into the sluice, but this guarantees us getting the trophy we want. And I think we just need to do that. All right, so we have got to get stress down. What do we got? What do we got that gets rid of stress here? We got that. That's it. Wow. Well, probably going to need those healing salves. All right, so first of all, there we go. Bread. Bread. What do our relationships look like? Wow. Yeah, pacifist is messing us up, so these are useless to us right now. Sorry, I'm just thinking here. Yeah, we're just... Man, we are not in a good way come, just item... Like, we have a lot of items that we're going to carry to the end here, but not the items we need. We really need to find a way to get stress down, which unfortunately we don't really have. Alright, well, Raucous Revelry's getting an upgrade. Can try to get the Hellion through. You're probably good. Get Chop its upgrade. Get Weird Reconstruction its upgrade. Yeah. Let's get our healing sorted. Alright, so here's the thing. This is the correct choice. Like, this is the way to go. Get the guaranteed trophy, but this represents a little bit more power. Another mastery point or two, some extra item draws, a chance to stabilize out a bit, but it doesn't... Yeah, no, we stick with the Sprawl. We stick with the Sprawl. Alright, thank you all for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Let the YouTube algorithm know I make content that you and people like you like to watch. Tune in next time as we take the Night Terrors into the Sprawl for the second time. We're going to bag the trophy we want off the Librarian and hopefully deal with the Exemplar. But we got some stress to deal with first. Till next time, see ya!